Hello boys and girls, my name is Yoshi and welcome back to my 100% blind playthrough of Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity for Nintendo Switch, being played on the Nintendo Switch 2. For in the last video, we left off, well, yeah, mostly just doing some more special missions, but finding out that I want to try and get Terrako as soon as possible now, so now I've just been doing stuff that gives us Terrako materials. And during this, we stumbled into a problem where we need to find a way to clear through the missions and get a lot of experience points. And that is when we found this mission over here, and also found out that assumption is actually spot on. Apparently, just doing story mission level 1, while very long, can give you a lot of wood. We're not really left with many options, so I guess, for now, I guess we're gonna go back into the story again. If it's in the blood mood, then that's fine. I honestly don't care, because we might show off the blood mood at some point. Not every battle, of course, but some of them. Alright, well, as for the best way I found to farm wood, but still kind of do the battle fast. First, you kind of have to defeat the enemies in here, because otherwise I don't think they come forward. But eventually there'll be some enemies that spawn near that forest. Once that happens, what we're going to do is we're going to defeat them as fast as we can until we cut down enough of them. Forgot to mention, yeah, we only get Master Sword Waves if we're full out. Hopefully now they'll follow us as we go here. So this area is great, as you might have noticed, for trees, so I was basically spot on with getting them. Definitely a lot more trees than you'd expect to see otherwise. So we're kind of doing this in sections. We're focusing right now on just cutting down the trees and doing some other stuff, but once we're done that, we're gonna get close to finishing the app before defeating our last opponent later, so we can then claim all the wood and get a bunch of awards. The only reason I'm doing it this way is because I'm not sure if I want to spend all the time in the world grinding wood. I found that this mission can be a little bit faster for wood, but the problem is, as you saw, it's time limited. But it's great. You could probably use any of the other different mission stuff too and be fine, but as Link, I prefer this battle. I want to deal with these archers first. They'll be hard to track down otherwise. This one's kind of tight, honestly. They make you defeat every last one of them, seems like. Okay, surely leaving free is enough. I'm not gonna probably get a lot of time to chop down a lot of wood, won't I? But it'd be just as safer if I failed the battle and had to try again. Okay, good. They are following us. So we'll keep cutting down then. there's one more we could probably grab over here. Alright, let's defeat them now and see how much wood we get. So you kind of want to maximize how much time you spend. It gives you better wood, but you don't have to spend as long in the story mission, which is great for roads, obviously. Ooh, we got a high resale weapon. That will help us out a lot. Alright, 67. Now, surely that's enough that we don't have to return to the Fane again. So, I guess I'm going to show the alternative option now, because we need so much wood. I think we pretty much have no choice here. So, we're going to show you yet another way to grind Mupes. I think this is the other one. No, it is this one, actually. Okay, you know what? We have Vayne. We have Link. We have Impa. We're just gonna use them and show you what happens when you go on to a Bud Moon mission. And we could still shoot the woods exploit too. All it really changes is enemies are harder hitting, they do more damage, and they're super tanky. But other than that, it's about the same actually. It's just the story missions. They just have different things, I guess you could say that. I'm not sure if they change more other than that, but I know that they do somewhat change. Let's check to see if there's anything we can buy. I guess not. There's no person either. Alright, well, we're gonna show this off because we need to do wood grinding at some point. So this is what happens when we actually do a Blood Moon mission. We're gonna do it with rupees, actually, because I think rupees also drop more in the Blood Moon mission, but mainly they're useful for experience, so you want to typically just stack experience in these, and then just battle from here, though they can be quite challenging. So, also, because this is the first story mission, we do not get the cutscene, we just go right into it. We will skip all the cutscenes, of course. We've seen them all a bunch of times already. Or rather, we've seen them once already. No point in seeing them again. So I guess we could finally show off what the Bud Moon mission looks like. You might have also noticed, the sky is black. I'm not sure if, yeah, okay, this one just fails when we flee, so we're fine right now. So, yeah, we're playing a little bit differently. This may be the first mission in the game, and this may also be the easiest in the game, but we're certainly not playing it like it. For one, we are not even focusing on the enemies anymore. Instead, we're just gonna be cutting down all these trees everywhere. I just realized some of these are fruit trees too, so they give you other items in addition to wood. But yeah, in case you haven't noticed, level 1 is just filled to the brim with trees, and it does not have a time-gated mission, so we can spend as much time gathering wood as we can. I was actually considering coming here a lot earlier, and I was also considering doing this off screen, but I wanted to show you guys firsthand how much wood there is in here. So if you're wondering, no, I'm not skipping the big trees to be weird. That is literally what you want to do. Of course, as we cut the grass, sometimes we'll get other things other than wood, so it's not bad. I say if you want to maximize what you get, probably try to also farm other things besides just wood. I think you might be able to get items from cutting the grass too. There's so many range things you can do in the game. Even though we haven't done a single battle yet. Wow, we already got the wood we need. We haven't even started the battle yet. Now, if I had known this, I probably would have gone straight in to the first battle already. Alright. I think just now they finally went to Alright. We're finally, okay, now we're finally starting to actually attack them properly. Guess we're maximizing all the stuff we're getting in this mission then. But yeah, as you can see, all the line filled to the brim with trees. Of course, if we'd known this earlier, we would have just done all the tree cutting now when we went in. And do stuff as we go along. But yeah, this area just has a ton of trees. I think maximally if you cut like every single tree in this area, it's about probably just as much wood as you would need for the Terrako part. So basically what that's saying is if you didn't grind this the first time you did the mission, you have to do this again, but actually cut down every single flippin' tree. Alright, I'm not gonna go super far on the way now, I'll just cut them as I see them. There is still grass you could cut too, though. So yeah, I guess you could call this a somewhat long play of Mission 1. It's not just being done to show off the Blood Moon effect either, we're doing this mainly because we need the wood. We just happen to be in a Blood Moon mission. Still, even at level 60, this mission isn't the best Blood Moon mission. The later ones are typically better, but they're also harder. Right. Okay, well, there's a couple of trees we can grab over here, so we'll grab those while we're at it. And yes, the brushes you can cut as well, I think, sometimes, and get items that way. Sometimes trees will give you impulse and you cut them down. I do want to capture all these keeps, by the way. Some of them give some really good resources. It's a little weird not being able to one-shot these folks right away, but so it happens. Okay, well, we got some good items from that. Oh, cutscene. Skipped it right away. So it's a pit info, she won't be a captain yet. In these story missions, you can also hit these special chests, which can give you some extra materials on top of all the monsters you can hunt down, vice versa. Other than that, it seems the only thing that really has changed from these story missions so far is, like I said, it'll always be a red sky because it's the Blood Moon currently. Whereas it would be white normally, I believe. Oh great, that lit him on fire, so we were able to take him out that way. Thanks to the delay from that. And yes, each keep is important. As well as every tree, as you can see. What can I say? I'm a wood collector now. We are just getting all the wood today. Oh my goodness. Just for that, I'm not going to call this the challenge fail like I normally do or whatever, or challenge cleanup. We're going to call this wood hunt just for fun. To be fair, we didn't do much challenges in the other video either, but oh well. I gotta think of something. So if you wonder why the parts are off for that, well, it's because I kind of ran out ideas for the okay, quickly cleared that keep. It is actually important to try clearing all the keeps, by the way. Each keep gives you a lot more rewards than just the standard stuff. If it was the original game, we'd probably just capture the ones that we need and nothing else. Oh, now we can finally play as Impa. Okay, hopefully that will make navigating around this crazy map faster. Alright. Well, those are magnet things we can pick up. Same thing as it is to skip the other stat. I think it'd be easier if we use like to Impa to defeat this enemy. That was conveniently timed. Somehow I knew he was gonna do a bomb attack. So we did that right away. It's tempting as it is to capture every single keep, but I feel like I do have to make a few sacrifices here and there, and that means Sion actually clearing the mission. Alright. Alright. Okay. Oh, did we cut down that tree on our own? Alright, well, we'll get that as well then. Definitely use more wood. Destroy that for another item. Got some iron shell crab for that, or shovels. Wonder if we could pull them into this keep and capture it with that'd be interesting. Okay, it doesn't look like that's gonna work. Okay, well, we're still strong enough to take out that enemy, despite being level 60 and all. Oh yeah, all the weaker drop stuff get replaced, I forgot to mention. All the stuff that isn't really the greatest of drops get replaced by much stronger drops. Alright, here we go. Okay. Because we already had Cryonis out, he just ran into that instead, which immediately weakened him. Alright. Oh yeah, we got Ancient Battle Axe instead of a weaker sword, too. So we basically just get all sorts of stronger weapons. Okay then. So we got basically the same battle done but higher rewards now. Okay, we got a lot more money too. Thanks to that. So now we know we're not going to use anything but that specific kind of seal on Link. We could just remove anything that doesn't have that seal we need, but up our stuff. I looked a bit more into the strategy, and I heard you can get even more effectiveness out of your weapons by waiting purposely to actually not even get rid of most of the selling stuff. In other words, just do only empty weapons to level them up to 19, like these ones that don't have any skills on them. The strategy mentions using those first and then leveling it up to 20, so you can just get a bunch of skills at the same time and get your weapons strong. But that's kind of hard to set up. Well, so you know, you might randomly get stronger and not know about it. Okay, well, we're selling all that. Just like that, we got a bunch of mats just doing that. Alright. Hopefully we don't have to deal with wood anymore. It was annoying enough seeing that once, let alone actually having to go out and collect the wood. Also, because we cleared that button, I believe it just removes itself from the map. Okay, well, there we go. To finally spend all this wood. Alright, now we just need to do the battles required. We need... Ooh, we're actually down to 3 now. I guess we'll just look through now. So now that's done, finally back to actual challenge battles. By actual challenge battles, I mean the real challenge battles that actually give good rewards. Hopefully give more Terrako opponents. If we cannot find them, we'll probably have to just start doing normal missions over there again until... Oh, never mind. We found one. This time, it's time limited, but restricts us to King Rome. But we actually have some strong stuff on King Rome, like his Royal Claymore, for instance, so... It's pretty great, actually. He has a rare skill, but he also doesn't have any other bills on it yet. I forgot that. I mostly was using him because he had a really strong weapon, but he didn't have much else otherwise. Well, he has improves quality of found weapons, but none of his other stuff is great. Why did I get him special attack charge rate and that? I can actually fix that right now. Let's remove his weaker seal. That's not gonna do much. Do hate that we do have to sacrifice some of our precious materials to do so, though, but it's important that we do this. We did just get a bunch of new tubes too, so we can use those. Alright. Now we need to start finding ones with sword increases. We could technically remove regular attack damage too, though. Because, like, look at its skill base. It's only 2% bonus. Whereas we could get a much stronger bonus by finding a plus weapon, but we might not find it otherwise. Huh? How about that? Alright, I say, yeah, maybe we do that. You know what? We're gonna do it again. Yeah. I hate these effort skills so much, I'm gonna remove most of them. By that, I mean keeping the rare one and removing the others. Seems like a waste, but it really isn't. It's not the end of the world if we do this anyway. Now we can do this. Move that. Now we can actually fuse to try and get the better weapons. And because I don't want to waste too much time, we're gonna ensure our fusing material is the strong fury rush damage first. Then we want special attack damage. Those now match, so we get a bonus to both of them because they are the exact same seal. What's this undo? I don't know. I don't know, but I'm gonna use it. I will not use that one, however. And we don't really have any other ones to use that are not at the right seal. So we'll do this for now and see what happens. Like I still said, even though it didn't give a boost. But we did get two of the same seals to match, so it is much stronger now. That's why those are flashing. I guess we could have gotten the yellow sealed ones, but well. I just wanted to prove that because I feel like if he's gonna go into a hard mission, I want him to do damage. So now that that's done, let's go back to the challenge I wanted to do and do that. Guardian Graveyard, let's do that. We saw how much of a struggle it was without Sheik of Rune damage at all. Let's see how fast we can do it with max Sheik of Rune damage. Bam. We could do, obviously, the alternative one, 70% damage. That's probably the better balance, because you can only use them so often, but if you max this and just have a bomb ability, you could just spam that over and over again, or spam the ever so broken stasis. Stasis with certain characters is really busted, so if you just spam that move over again with Sheik of Rune damage fully maxed, it sucks as if you're doing double damage. Alright. Let's see if this mission is anything like the other one. Hopefully not. Well, so far it seems a lot more straightforward. Only 2 different guardians to even fight. Oh, there's another guardian. We need to, like, look up at this dude, otherwise we can't really see him. Okay. Well, Solar Design's a little bit more straightforward. There's only a few Guardians to fight at once this time. Our weapon's also stronger on Kimbo, so it's not like we're at a disadvantage or anything. We can still do the invincibility frame trick. In case you haven't noticed, using the item right as you are about to get attacked by a Guardian or something else. Makes it really easy to just take out stuff. Well, there's probably more. Yep, now there's more. So it's basically infinite waves, sort of. By that, I mean they keep on coming in waves as we go. Well, we've seen how awkward it is to not go straight for them, so we better just do that. Okay, somehow we invincibility just barely. Might get to the point where we might want to freeze certain enemies that are hard to deal with. Okay, I'm gonna focus on you now. Okay. Knock you away. Oh, they come out as the time goes down, I see. So eventually you'll get to the point where a lot of different gradients appear at once. Okay, should have waited for that to happen. I got just firing one bomb did a lot of damage there. Bombs really are broken on certain characters if you know how to use them. Okay, there we go. We have a little bit more special tap damage, so hopefully that helped us out a bit. We kind of flew up in the air for a second. I don't know what that was. Okay. Yeah, okay, they just keep coming then. So now we have Ballast Guardians. Oh, it tells us these are the last of these mechanical miscreants, so now we just need to defeat them and we're done. Okay, we have a really good damage against them now that we have bombs. I think I might have found the strategy to semi-speedrun this game now. So for later missions, just using Seek of Ruin damage, especially if it's lots of different bosses, will do about 90% of the work for you, especially in the easier difficulties. Like, if we were playing on easy mode right now, it'd probably already have died a couple of times, because that's how strong items are in this game. I was really hoping to get an item to use out, but oh well. Alright, we'll finish him off with this then. Or is there still ever waste of time this? If we get lucky with a specific attack, then we could use bombs right as that happens to really build up their weak point gauge so we can smash it for more damage faster. Okay. It'd be nice if they actually revealed their weak point, you know. There are actually characters, by the way, that can guard against these Guardians, but it's basically identical to what you would see in the original game, where in original Breath of the Wild, you need a shield to do that, so literally you need a shield to guard against Guardians here. So that means only Link, and apparently for some weird reason, due to the way it's set up, Urbosa and Riju. Not sure why the King and the other characters that important like Zelda can't guard, but yeah. Those are the only characters that have shields, so they're the only one who can actually reflect the Guardian's attacks back at them. Otherwise, you won't be able to deal with it. Okay. Okay, even though I did do a lot of damage, that's still better Because we weakened him. We can sash him now. I like how we just blindly cut some trees while doing this, because we happen to also be in Hyrule Field, so yeah, more trees to cut, I guess. Guardian battles are also great for those Guardian type drops, so if we ever need those, we can just keep coming here, maybe. As long as our Keen Roam remains strong. And I think we finally got Terrako. Okay, I think that changes what I want to say in this video. We could say, oh, this video, repairing Terrako at long last. I think that's a good point to end this, honestly. It'll be nice to finally use the different for once. Not saying that as but it's nice that we finally have enough to get Terrako back. So does this give us a cutscene? Yeah, it does. That's what I thought. Here we go. This is all part of the base game, too, so he was available. Here.
Yeah, hold your horses, champ. Cause, I mean, I don't think it's working at all.
Was there something we didn't do? You've done all you could. The results will surely reflect that.
Alright.
Calm down. The thing's probably just stretching out its snap.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with Rivali. Well, come on, you. Wakey, wake, right now.
Imba, stand back.
Alright. Okay. Oh, he's back. So we did all that work doing all the extra battles just to repair this random robot who helped us out before in one battle, mind you, near the very end of the game. Now all of a sudden he is playable for real now. I do believe Terrako will have some missions, so we need to make sure we use him. Welcome home, Terrako. I guess that's one way we could call the mission, too. Okay, apparently repairing Terrako also gives us a weird cutscene. Interesting. I didn't know there was a second setup of credits. I assure you there will be another set of credits too. Just for when we get 100% completion in the game and complete all this stuff. I believe there's a different cutscene for that too. But I didn't know this also gave us credits, so that's cool. So I guess that means this is phase 2 of the main game complete, but there's still more to do technically because we're not even close to 100%. Still, this is cool. Did not expect this at all. I did mention this is a blind playthrough, so I never knew this cutscene existed. Which of you guys got surprised the first time you saw this? Because I am certainly surprised right now. For those of you who kind of missed the storyline too, Terrako kind of died basically in the final battle, but not really. He just kind of got shut off. That's what led us to have to go back and collect all the parts we need to help him get recovered here. But to do it, we have to first do a bunch of challenge battles and do lots of part collecting around the whole map. We got a bunch of that done basically after we finished the storyline, but we also did more as we were doing our second playthrough. But of course, we were focused on also doing DLC missions and the crop mocks. So, yeah. I guess this is definitely a good time to end this video. If I would have more time to do stuff, I didn't expect this to just do a whole cutscene. I just happened to know, so I'm actually really close to Terrako. Let's finish this. And yeah, we're done now with that part. So I guess you could consider this the good ending of the game, I assume. Because in the original ending, Terrako just almost dies, more or less. and now we can use him, man, because we got him back. Well, this is definitely a nice point of the storyline. Also, just getting a cutscene like this out of nowhere definitely surprised me a bit. Well, not just cutscene, credits. Just for this. If I saw this coming, maybe I could have saved this for later, but there'll probably be another cutscene when we get 100%. Alright then, welcome old Terrako. I guess I'll have to wait until the next video then to start building him. Yeah, that was considered a separate cutscene. Welcome back, Terrako. The repairs the friend more powerful than ever, so you can fight alongside you as a faithful companion. What a great news. More adventure with Terrako. Which gives us our final character, which of course is Terrako. There's also Terrako quest we can do, which simply require us to do stuff, except now instead of repairing Terrako, we'll do other stuff. Also, I just realized that Terrako wasn't here the whole time, so he wasn't able to indicate what we should do, but he's now able to show us where we should go on the map now. Interesting. I forgot he did that, honestly. I forgot he did that. Oh yeah, we're trying to look for the Koroks seeds, but we still can't find where those are. Okay, well, let's start by doing whatever quest we can do. And, let's power him up. Okay, he spawned in at only 57, surprisingly, despite what we did, but we can still level him up to level 70 if we want. We should probably quickly do that. Does he always sign in at 57? Whoa. Oh, what in the world? We just got a whole bunch of stuff to do for Terrako. Just as I thought, a lot of the non-DLC missions that we're missing were all Terrako upgrades. Well, I guess we'll keep focusing on getting stuff done with him. To be fair, he's just got rebuilt. We should probably give him as many upgrades as we can. We have a lot of Guardian parts from earlier, so we've been just saving them all so we could just upgrade them out. The sight of all this. Oh, that's a lot of giant ancient cores. Hang on, let me do this one first. And a different one. Like this one. And then I'll see if I can do that a little later. And by that, I mean like right now. Okay. And now we can add some of his parts to the scanning radar, so we can go for those. We also can do this, so we'll go for that now. In case you haven't noticed, we want to focus on the non-DLC mission ones, because that's how we actually get to 100% completion. It's the only thing the game tracks. EXE missions, you battle and complete, they do not count. But yeah, as you see, we got Terrako now as a permanent party member. Which also means we'll probably have to train him somewhere. Because a mission should have showed up, which will probably say Terrako's training. Alright. Of course, now you know what to buy, it'll be easier to just buy that. Alright. I honestly forgot that was supposed to try and give us hints as to where he wants us to go next, but when he died, he wasn't able to do that, so I guess it's back to normal. I like how, because we did our storyline, it thinks that we're back at the start of the game, but nah, it's fine. Well, that was 100% worth it. We did a long story battle, but it was worth it. We got Terrako back, finally. Who would have thought that just doing the main story battle was the way to go? If I saw that coming, I would have probably cut down a lot more trees in that first story mission. I know it would have taken longer, but like 100%, we definitely need a lot of trees. So yeah, I guess that's gonna be the end of the episode. I'm a little nervous. I didn't save, so I'm gonna save just in case, because this was a big part of the game. I don't want to lose access to this, that's for sure. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Comment, rate, subscribe, and also just fair warning, you will not be getting a third video this week. So I hope you guys don't mind waiting a little bit longer for the next video, but it's fine. I think you'll be alright, especially since we did just rescue Terrako. Well, I'll see you guys in the next video. Comment, rate, subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Bye.